Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1980 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's game is the Detroit Tigers versus the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park. Pitching for Detroit today is Dan Schatzeder, who is 6-1 with a 3.98 ERA. And on the hill for Boston is rookie Danny Parks, who is 5-7 with a 3.87 ERA. And if you take a look down here, you'll see the headline from yesterday's game. We got blanked by Mike Torrez, 3-0. We only had 5 hits in the game, and nothing substantial happened. It was probably the most disheartening game we've played all year. I really wanted us to win to get sole possession of first place, but now we've actually fallen back to third, only one game back. And I would imagine that it's probably going to bounce around quite a bit from here to the end of the year. But I just don't like seeing that, say, third place. So today, hopefully we'll have our chance to get back into first place. And as I mentioned earlier, we have Dan Schatzeder on the mound. All of the bullpen is available. And our lineup has one major change. Carlton Fisk is listed as tired, so I've put in Champ Summers in the 7th spot. And as we've been doing the last few games, we're going to do the lineup rundown, and I'll show you their stats. Batting first for Detroit and playing second base is going to be Lou Whitaker. Batting second and playing third base is Richie Hebner. Batting third and in right field is Gary Hancock. Batting cleanup and playing catcher is Lance Parrish. Batting fifth and in left field is Steve Kemp. Batting sixth and in center field is Barry Bunnell. Seventh and at DH is Champ Summers. Eighth and playing first base is Jason Thompson. And batting ninth and at short is Alan Trammell. And on the mound for Boston today is Danny Parks. As I mentioned earlier, he is a rookie. He's 5-7 on the year. He's 1-2 versus Detroit. So he's already had a couple losses tagged to him, and so hopefully today we can give him his third loss. And let's go ahead and get started with the game. Batting first is Sweet Lou, 2 for 10 with 3 walks against Danny Parks already. And he's going to walk again to start the game. So that's going to bring up Richie Hebner. And Hebner's going to get a base hit up the middle. So first and second, nobody out for Gary Hancock, batting .322, 1 for 7 though against Danny Parks. And Hancock hits it on a line to center field. It's going to be caught by the center fielder Fred Lynn, and Whitaker's going to advance to third. So 1 down, and here's Lance Parrish. He's 3 for 8 with a home run and 3 walks. We're going to see if we can't get a sac fly out of him. And looks like that's what's going to happen. It's a fly ball to left field right at the wall, and Whitaker will score. And we're already doing better than last game. We have a run on the board here in the top of the first as Kemp bats with 2 down. Kemp flies out to Lynn, and that's going to be the third out. So here's the rundown of the lineup for the Red Sox. Batting first and playing second base is Joe Morgan. Batting second and playing shortstop is Rick Burleson. Batting third and in left field is Jim Rice. In the cleanup spot and playing catcher is Gary Allenson. Batting fifth and in center field is Fred Lynn. Sixth and DHing today is Tony Perez. Batting 7th and at first base is Dave Stapleton. Batting 8th and at third base is Larry Wolf. And batting 9th is the rookie right fielder, Mike Kingery, 19 years old. And batting .410 through 100 at-bats. That's crazy. And then, of course, pitching for Detroit today is Dan Schatzeder. This is going to be his 5th start of the season, and in his last start, he suffered the loss, and he was terrible. He didn't even get through 3 innings. So we're hoping for some better results today for Schatzeder. So first up is Joe Morgan. And Morgan's going to ground to Whitaker, and that's going to be the first out. Batting second is going to be Rick Burleson, and he also grounds to Whitaker. That's going to be the second out. So 2 down for Jim Rice. And Rice rips a base hit to the left side, and they have a runner on first with a cleanup hitter, Gary Allenson. And Allenson's going to hit a long fly ball to center, and it's going to be caught at the wall for the third out. So close one there as we head to the top of the second. Leading off this inning will be Barry Bonnell, who's going to walk. And runner on first for Champ Summers, getting the start today in place of Carlton Fisk, who's really struggling. Summers grounds to short, and that's going to be a double play. So 2 down for JT, and JT is going to ground to third. So we head to the bottom of the second inning, and here's Fred Lynn, who's got a home run against Schatzeder this year. He walks. So runner on first, nobody down for Tony Perez. And Perez is going to slice it to right field. And it's caught by Gary Hancock. And Gary Hancock doubles Fred Lynn off first base. So 2 down for Dave Stapleton. And Stapleton's going to bloop it over Whitaker's head for a base hit. So a runner on first for Larry Wolf. Oh, wild pitch by Schatzeder gets Stapleton into scoring position. So we're going to pull the outfield in. And Larry Wolf's going to get a base hit to center field. Stapleton will score. And the game is tied. So it's 1-1, 2 outs, and Mike Kingery pops it up on the infield to Whitaker. As we head to the top of the third, score is tied at 1, and Alan Trammell's going to lead off against Danny Parks, and he walks. It's 3 walks for Danny Parks. And we're going to hit and run with Lou. And Lou's going to pop it up on the infield. So that's the first out. Richie Hebner is 2 for 2 against the Parks, so I was going to attempt to steal, but I think we'll let Richie Hebner swing away, and he's going to ground it to short. And that's a double play. So we head to the bottom of the third. Joe Morgan leads off the inning. He's going to ground it to Hebner at third, and it's going to be the first out. So 1 down for Burleson. And Burleson lines out to short. So 2 outs, and here's Hall of Famer Jim Rice. And Rice is going to get a base hit past Jason Thompson at first, and he's going to stretch it into a double. So runner on second. Here's catcher Gary Allenson getting a spot start today for the catcher who's batting .400. Dave Rader, that's who it is. I couldn't think of his name. Schatzeder walks. It's 41 pitches for Schatzeder here in the third. This is about the time in his last start that he completely fell apart. But he's going to induce a lazy fly ball to center, and that'll be the third out. So he makes it through the third inning, Schatzeder does, and we head to the top of the fourth. Here's Gary Hancock leading off against his old team, and he's going to get a base hit to right. So we've led off every inning with a runner at first, and we have not been able to really get anything together. But we've had two double plays, and here's going to be the third as Parrish grounds out to third base. Actually, Hancock beats the throw at second, and they get Parrish at first. So we do have a runner in scoring position for Kemp. And Kemp's going to hit the ball to left field on a line. It's going to be caught by Jim Rice, and only a 20% chance of Hancock making it to third. We don't want the third out at third. We're going to give Barry Bonnell a chance to drive in the run, and he's just going to pop it up to second base. So nothing doing this inning. So we head to the bottom of the fourth. Tony Torrez will be the first batter, and he is going to hit it hard into the right center field gap, and he's going to leg out a double. So runner at second base, Dave Stapleton's up, and Stapleton strikes out. That's the first strikeout for Schatzeder, who in relief he was a strikeout machine, but as a starter he has not been setting him down that easily. Wolf gets a base hit to left. That should score Perez. It does, and Kemp makes an error, allowing Wolf to go to second base. So they get the second run on the board and another runner in scoring position. That's back-to-back games with errors by Kemp, as the number 9 hitter Mike Kingery lines out to third. So 2 down, Wolf is at second base, and Joe Morgan's at the plate, and he's going to pop it up on the infield. So Schatzeder makes it through 4, sitting at 60 pitches. And so we're hoping to get one more inning out of him. Of course, Schatzeder's only in there because Milt Wilcox is on the IL as Summers flies out to right. And so we'll have Wilcox back in 10 days, and he'll resume his position in the number 2 slot in the rotation. So Thompson walks. So 4 walks for Danny Parks. And so far, none of them have really come back to haunt him. Trammell's going to hit a line drive to right, and that's going to be the second out. So 2 down. Thompson at first, and Whitaker just slams it to left. And that is going to be a home run for Whitaker. That's his 6th home run of the year, and the Tigers take the lead, 3-2. I was hoping that it was only a matter of time before we get to Danny Parks. And we finally did, and now Hebner's going to have a double off the wall, off the Green Monster. So another runner in scoring position. So 2 outs for Hancock, and Hancock's going to roll it gently to second base, and that'll be the third out. So we take the lead, heading to the bottom of the 5th. And it's going to be a tough 3 batters. He's got Burleson, Rice, and Allenson, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th hitters in the lineup. Schatzeder induces Burleson to pop it up into shallow right field, and Whitaker's got it there for the first out. And Rice is going to pop it up to second as well. And that's going to be 2 down for cleanup hitter Gary Allenson. And Allenson's going to line it off the wall in the left field, and he's going to leg it out for a double. So runner in scoring position, and this is going to be Schatzeder's last batter no matter what. And Lynn's going to ground it to short, and Schatzeder gets out of it. So he's going to exit the game with the lead and an opportunity to get the win. So not bad for a middle reliever, really, as Danny Parks walks his 5th batter, and yet he's only at 73 pitches. So all those double plays have really benefited him, as he also walks Kemp. So 6 walks, no strikeouts. This is kind of strange, but runner at first and second. And here's a chance for Barry Bonnell to drive in a run. He's going to ground it to short, and they're going to get the runner at second. So Bonnell beats it out at first and third. 1 down, and here is Champ Summers. And Summers is going to hit it to right center field. That should be plenty deep enough to get Parrish in. It is, so a sac fly for Summers. Parrish scores. And Barry Bonnell is still at first base for JT. And Thompson goes down swinging. So we put another run on the board. We have a 2-run lead. And we're going to take out Schatzeder. We have the full bullpen available. And other than one suspect outing, our newly acquired reliever, is what I was trying to say, is Tom Hume, has been pretty good for us. We're going to give him a chance to face his old teammate, Tony Torrez. They were both on the Reds together. And Torrez is going to hit a line drive to the left, and Kemp's got it for the first out. Thought it was going to hit off the Green Monster. So 1 down, and Hume walks Stapleton. So that's going to bring the tying run to the plate in Larry Wolf. And Wolf grounds it to third, and that's a double play. So we head to the top of the 7th. Tigers only have 4 hits this game, so we have benefited from those walks after all. Trammell is going to hit a line drive to left. It falls in, and we are going to try, even though it's a 40% chance, we're going to risk it. Oh, and Trammell is out at second base. So, trying to extend that lead, and that one backfired for us. Whitaker is going to hit a long fly ball in the left center field, and that's going to be the second out. So 2 down for Richie Hebner. And Hebner's going to ground it up the middle. It's going to be a base hit as it squeaks through past the shortstop. And that's our 6th hit of the game. And our number 3 hitter, Gary Hancock's going to ground it to first, and that'll be the 3rd out. So we head to the bottom of the 7th. Score is 4-2. We're going to take Hume out, and we're going to bring in Pat Underwood here in the 7th. And he's going to face the first 2 batters, Kingery and Morgan. And then we'll see where we're at that point. Kingery grounds it to Thompson at first. That's going to be the first out. So 1 down for Joe Morgan. And Morgan's going to ground it back to Underwood. And he gets him out at first. So we're going to let Underwood pitch to Burleson, who's actually 2 for 2 with a walk. And he's batting .368 versus lefty. So no, we're not. We're not going to do that. We're going to bring in Tobik to pitch to Rick Burleson. Nobody on, 2 down. And Burleson is going to ground it to Trammell. That's going to be the 3rd out. So to the top of the 8th, Parks is at 108 pitches with 6 walks. And they're going to keep him in there for some reason. So here's Parrish, who's 3 for 10 with a home run and 4 walks. And he's going to hit a fly ball into right center field. And that'll be the first out. So 1 down for Kemp. Kemp's going to ground it to 3rd, and that'll be 2 outs. And here's Barry Bonnell. Bonnell grounds it to shortstop. And a 1-2-3 inning. And we're going to keep Tobik in there for these first 2 batters, and then maybe we'll bring in Hiller to face Lynn. Ooh, Rice rips it into left center field. He's going to make it all the way to the wall for a double. So runner in scoring position for Gary Allenson. Oh man, and Tobik walks Allenson, so that couldn't have went worse. So we're going to bring in Hiller, who had a rough outing his last time. I guess it was the first game of the series. He got lit up. And here he strikes out lefty Lynn. So we have one down. We're going to bring in the closer, Aurelio Lopez, to let's get a double play here and get out of this inning. Instead, Torrez is going to have a lazy fly ball into right field. Hancock's got it for the second out. So 2 down. Here's Dave Stapleton. Stapleton strikes out, so Senior Smoke gets us out of the inning. We head to the 9th. And Champ Summers is going to lead it off. Danny Parks is still in there. He is officially tired as he walks his 7th batter. And we're going to take out Summers. We're going to bring in the speedy Rick Peters. We're going to try to hit and run and stay out of a double play. And Thompson's going to slice it for a base hit to left. Peters does make it to third base, so first and third, nobody out. And Trammell comes to the plate. And Trammell's going to hit it into the right center field gap. Peters will score. Will Thompson? Nope. Thompson holds at third. Trammell coasts into second base for a double. And that's going to bring in Dennis Eckersley with nobody out. Runners at second and third. And here's Sweet Lou. Sweet Lou's going to ground it to second base. Thompson scores on the ground out, and we have a 4-run lead. Still only 1 out. Trammell's at third. And here is third baseman Richie Hebner. Hebner's going to ground it to first. Will Trammell score? He does. So 2 ground balls bringing in the runs, so almost as good as a sacrifice. And Gary Hancock's going to slice it to left, and that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. So we're going to take out Hebner, bring in Brookins defensively. And we're going to let Lopez finish off the game. He came in under save circumstances, so he's eligible to get a save. He's got to get through these next 2 lefties. As he strikes out Wolf, strikes out Kingery, and here's Joe Morgan. And he strikes out the side to ensure the victory. Tigers win 7-2. And there is a trade offer. Once again, it's Bernie Carbo for Barry Bonnell. It was no before. It's no again. Let's take a look at the transactions quickly. Oh, there is a trade. And a big one. Whoa. Okay, so Gary Matthews of the Braves goes to Cleveland. And Cleveland's given up 2 starters. They're giving up Toby Harrah and Alan Bannister. And backup outfielder, he rides the bench, Dell Alston. So Gary Matthews, not even a contract year. So I don't know what's going on there. But that's a significant trade. And also looks like Tommy John got his 200th win. The elbow's still holding up. Let's pull up the box score and we'll get out of here. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying this content. Also, keep in mind, Brainiac Baseball Card Breaks has a free giveaway going on. All you have to do is watch my Time Travel Tuesday video of the 1991 Upper Deck Football, where we were looking for Brett Favre rookie cards. And in that video, it tells you how to enter the contest, and you have a chance to win a 1985 Topps Baseball Rack Pack, which could have rookies Roger Clemens, Kirby Puckett, and also possibly Mark McGwire. So pretty nice offer there. So check out that video. I'll have it down in the description. And there's the box score. Who's going to be the player of the game today? Not a lot of hits. Maybe it's I guess we have to give it to Whitaker, who hit the home run and drove in 3 runs. So we're going to give the player of the game to Whitaker. Schatzeder goes to 7-1, and a 2-inning save for Aurelio Lopez. So all in all, a pretty good game. We salvage 1 game from the series. And now we head back home to face the Minnesota Twins. So until tomorrow, everyone have a great night.